All right, let's talk about email marketing and the things you need to know about email marketing, why email marketing is important, and your primary role as an email marketer. So, if a business comes out and reaches out to you to build an email marketing system, what is expected of you to do, how to do them, and all of that. So, first, email marketing is simply you market people through emails. So, if you go to your email, you see some kind of emails you get from different companies and all of that, and they are trying to market you to buy their products or their services. And the reason why they do this, or the reason why email marketing is powerful, is because email marketing or emails are like the most important assets you have online. Because everything you want to do online requires that you have an email address. So if you have a well thought out and properly set up email marketing system, you have a digital gold mine. This is why businesses need it. It is easily and simply the most trusted form of marketing, especially online. Again, because everybody has an email address and people will always open their email addresses. So when we talk about email marketing, we are going to be covering the value of emails, the setup process, the work consequences, the automation and strategies, and of course, the best practices. So what are the values of email marketing? So when you compare email marketing to other form of marketing, like let's say social media marketing and all of that, if you build a page online, all right, and let's say for some reasons they ban that page or anything like that, you cannot migrate the owner, your audience, all right, because in reality you do not own this audience, all right. So all the followers you have on TikTok, on Instagram, the moment they take any of your accounts down, these followers they are gone. But with emails or email marketing, you have the real ownership. You have these things, you have the assets. The moment you have their emails, you have them. So you can move them about, you can import them, you can export them. You just have them for live. So you can reach out to them anytime you want to reach out to them, as long as they still use these email addresses. So you have, you own this property. All right. That's one of the key things with email address. And you don't have any algorithm control. So let's say recently on Facebook, on Instagram, and other platforms, you can make a post and even your followers may not be able to see it because the algorithm controls how these things work. But for um but for email, there is no algorithm. You simply import your list and you send them an email campaign, a newsletter, a blast, whatever. There's no algorithm to control this because you own this. Also, because when you talk about performances, email marketing has one of the highest um, open rates, all right? And they have one of the highest return on ad, all right? Again, because emails are the most important tools people have online, they are most important assets, all right? So let's say the return on your ad or return on investment for email is 34 to $42 for every $1 you spend. So let's say it took you $1 to acquire or collect an email address. This is the value of that email address in the future. All right, because these are people you can always market, remarket, remarket. So they also have 3 times higher conversion rate than social media. So social, again, because emails are important to you. So when people write emails, they are writing it as a personal thing to you. And you can have up to 100% delivery to inbox. So it is personalized. It is not a generic content online. So these are the values of emails. All right. So now that you know these values, what's next? You need to know what's involved in the setup process, what you need to set this thing up. So to actually set emails up, you need platforms. We have dedicated email marketing platforms that allows you to set up email campaigns. All right, there are a whole lot of them, but these are some of the basic ones, or some of the like popular ones. All right, so we have MailerLite, we have ConvertKit, we have MailChimp, and then we have Brevo. All of them, they all do the same thing, just for different markets or different purposes, but they all do the same thing. These are all email marketing platforms. And the whole point here is that you can build an audience focused solely on emails. So you can send them emails and manage everything from that part. All right. So to send emails, you need an email marketing platform. Again, these are just some of them. There are a whole lot of them. And we are just going to treat one, but the whole idea is the same. All right. The whole idea is the same. So the whole platform, they basically work in very similar fashions. So after the platform, you need what we call the lead magnet. The lead magnet is a part of your setup process. All right. So your lead magnet is what actually attracts people to your email. So the first thing you need to do is that you need to build a list. A list is simply a collection of your audience email addresses. All right. So you need people to give you their email address. When they do, you put them in a list. So you can collect them for different reasons. So you can have different lists. All right. So to be able to entice people to give you their email, we have something called lead magnets. So the lead, they are basically the people. All right. So this magnet simply means what we use to attract this lead. So if I wanted to sell you something now, I can say, before I even sell you something, I can attract you using another thing. All right. Let's say I want to teach you digital marketing. I can attract you by giving you a lead magnet, like a free training. All right. I can say, if you give me your email, I'll give you a free training on how to do email marketing. So that's a lead magnet, that free offer that I give you. So a good lead magnet should solve a specific problem. So let's say we use real estate, for instance, and you want to attract people to your real estate offer. So what do you use as a lead magnet to attract them? You can use free quotation, you can use free inspection, you can use free documentation, anything at all that would attract people to you. And it just has to solve one specific problem for them. So you need to find the problems around what you are selling and then create a lead magnet. So your lead magnet should also be easy or quick to consume. So it should not be bulky, because that's the idea. Is a magnet. It just attracts people. Once you attract them, then you can now start having a real conversation. And it should also provide immediate value. So it's not something that has to take effect in 2 years or 3 years. It has to be something pressing that they need now, and you just provide it for them immediately. So we also need to have our infrastructure. So remember that I said that you need to build a list. So your lead magnet brings them to your infrastructure. So if I am offering you a free training, I say, before you get this free training, you need to give me your name and your email address. I need to give you a form where you need to put your email address, all right, and your name. And then after the form, it takes you to a landing page. A landing page can be, a form can be on the landing page, all right? And after that, it takes you to a thank you page. This is the infrastructure. So after you put your sign up form, my case, a landing page can be like a calendar where you can book the meeting, and after you book the meeting, you get a thank you page. These are just simple workflows that would keep them excited and entertained. So after your setup process, you need what we now call the real email, which is the sequence, the welcome sequences. So let's say somebody is meeting you for the very first time and you want to send them a sequence. A sequence is just a collection of different emails that you send to people. So let's say the first time you meet them, after they give you their email or after you give me your email, I'll send you a welcome email. I say, welcome to this training. The training will start by so and so time. That is the welcome email. All right. So let's say after the email, I'll send you another email like after the training that or after the lead magnet, after you've read it, I can send you a second email asking you something about the lead magnet. So everything just revolves around your whole marketing goal. All right. So after that, you share another email and then another email and another email. So these 5 emails, they are all sequence. You can have more than 5, but this is like the standard for starting up. So as they are going through, you are taking notes of their movements along all these paths. All right. So if one person completes these 5 stages, you can add them to another stage. All right. We are going to I'm going to show you practically how to do some of these things. So after your welcome email sequence, you have what we call the automation and the strategies. So your automation, because you don't want to be doing this thing all the time, all right? So you want to build a system, and this is the whole idea of email marketing. You want to build a system that has an automation in it, and the automation, what it does is after the welcome sequence, all right, you can send them repeated emails from time to time marketing different things. So let's say you have an e-commerce business and somebody comes on your page and after some time they wanted to buy, but for some reasons they did not buy. After your sequence, you can send them one of your automation you can send is a reminder that they were shopping and for some reasons they did not complete it. All right. So it's an automation that helps them go back to what they were doing and then try to complete what they were doing. So after that, we also have what is called a re-engagement campaign. So let's say you've messaged some people and for some reasons, maybe they did not reply, or maybe for some reasons yourself, maybe you stopped after some time. We'll have something called a re-engagement campaign. So these are also automated. Like I said, let's say after the 5 sequences, some people did not go to the 5 sequence. You can send or set up a re-engagement campaign to re-engage them and warm them up again and reintegrate them into your main sequence. All right. I hope this is clear. So after that, we also have what we call segmentations. So you have to segment your email because let's say you have 100 people give you their email addresses. Not all of them are going to do everything you want at that time. So when people are moving, you don't want to, when people move from one stage to other, you don't want to like categorize them with the other people who have not because the messaging you are sending to them will be different. For instance, let's say you have again 100 people come to your page, 5 people buy, all right, 95 did not buy. So the 5 that bought, you are not going to be sending them the kind of emails you sent to the 95 that did not buy. So the kind of email you sent to the 95 is basically a re-engagement email, all right? So the way to separate all these people is what we call segmentation. So you segment them by the lead magnets, segment them by their engagement level, and then you segment them by their purchase status. So people who have bought it, they will be on one place. People who have not, they will be on one place. People who have read, like let's say you send them emails. People who read the emails, they will be on one place. People who did not open the email, they will be on one place like that, like that. So you can also segment by the lead magnet and a whole lot of things. All right. So segmentation is very important because it helps the flow when you are marketing. Your flow is very important because you need to be talking to people at the stage where they are. So if you take them back, you will lose that connection. And the moment you have friction, it cannot work. All right. The moment you have friction, the business or the transaction is not going to work anymore. So after that, we are going to talk about the best is what you should do. So the main thing with your email is that you need your emails to deliver because you need people to see and receive the emails. All right. So deliverability is important. And then you also need to look at the metrics. So for you to actually make sure that your emails deliver properly, you need to authenticate a domain and you need to avoid spam trigger words. There are some words that you should not use on your emails, because once you use those emails, the platforms, they will flag them as spam, and this your email will go to the spam folder or to the promotion tab. This is not what you want. All right. And then you also want to send email consistently so that you get familiar with your audience. All right. So after that, you also want to track the metrics. You want to look at the open rates, you want to look at the click rates, and then you want to also look at the unsubscribe rates. So these are the fundamentals of email marketing. All right. So these are the fundamentals of email marketing, and the next part is for us to actually try and set up an email campaign. So like I said, if you come back to the platform here, we have different platforms, and a lot of them are going to accept you for maybe different reasons. Some are not going to accept you. So you just have to find the best email marketing platform for you. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how to actually set them up and set up an email campaign.